Yes, are you getting my voice? Please send me the message. My screen is sharing to you or not? Okay. Yes. So my name is Swamy Naidu. I'm teaching UI technologies here. Okay. Like Angular, React, JavaScript, HTML, these technologies I'm teaching in Durga. So in this demonstration class, just I'm explaining you. Okay, I'm giving the brief idea what is Angular and in which point of view where we are using this Angular. Okay, what type of applications we can develop and what is the scope for this Angular. These concepts we are going to discuss now. Okay, fine. So first of all, here if you take this Angular, so Angular is an open source client-side script. Okay, now if you take this Angular is nothing but an open source client-side script. What is client-side script? That we need to discuss now. So here just Angular is an open source client-side script. Yes. So this Angular is implemented by implemented by team of people in Google. Yes. So this team of people implemented this Angular and it is maintaining by Google Corporation. Okay. So Angular we can use to implement dynamic web applications. Yes. So we are using Angular in which point of view to implement the dynamic web applications. Okay. So here first of all, client server architecture I'm going to explain to you. If you take any website, if you take any website, every website contains two different phases here. Okay, yes. First phase is design phase. So the view is visible to you in your screen in your browser. So that view contains some controls like text box, button, radio button, etc. So this view we are calling as user interface. Okay. So for example, here login form is one user interface, registration form is one user interface. Like that, here in these websites designing phase, if you take in this designing phase, we are creating the user interfaces. So these user interfaces contain some controls like text boxes, buttons, images. These type of controls are available there. Okay. So these user interfaces you want to create. So what are the technologies we are using in this point of view? Yes, we are using here HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. These type of technologies we are using to create the user interfaces. You understand? So here any website if you take, we have two phases. One is designing phase, another one is coding phase. In this design phase we are creating the user interfaces. So by using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap we can create the user interface. That is one phase. Now come to this coding point of view. Now here in coding phase, so two types of codings we are implementing. One is client side code, another one is Are you getting or not? Yes. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, some network, some issues there. Okay, now it's okay, fine. Okay, come back to this. Yeah. So I told you Angular is a client-side script, and just we are discussing what we can do with the client-side scripts. Okay, first one, to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML contours. What the meaning of dynamic functionalities? Changing the properties of contours at runtime. Okay, so changing the HTML contours at runtime, that we can do. And next one, to validate the input contours. Okay, validation pointer, we are using client-side scripts. And next one, to execute some logics in browser. Okay, so here what are the logics we are implementing? Client-side script. Those logics are executing client system with the help of browsers like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, etc. So that's why output is very fast, because so those logics are executing where in client system only. You can easily see the output. In case if it is server-side script, so then here through internet the request is going to server and response is coming back. So that's why compare with server side logics execution, so client side logics are very fast. User can see the output very fast. Okay, and next one here, mainly to work with Ajax concepts. In this point of, we are taking the support of client side scripts. Like that here in any website, if you take compulsory client side code is required. Okay, so that's why these days if you are uploading any resume, definitely they're asking so front end technologies. Okay, so if you upload your resume using any backend like .NET or PHP or any other technology, compulsory they're asking so requirement based on this front end technology, because full stack programming is very necessary these days. Okay, so like that here the thing is, this is about the client side script, what we can do. When you are coming to the Angular, already I told you Angular is a client side script, and Google is maintaining the Angular. So now here in 2010, so first version, that is AngularJs 1.x is released, 1.0. Okay, so actually AngularJS is providing one structure to implement the logics along with some packages. Okay, in version 1.0 they used JavaScript to implement the packages. Okay, they used JavaScript, and here in 2016 they released another version, that is 2.0. So in this 2.0 they used TypeScript to implement the packages. So here from this version 2 onwards we are calling it as Angular. Is it clear? So here the main point, if you take AngularJS, is nothing but the version 1.x, means 1.0, 1.1, 1.2 up to 1.6 available. So these versions we are calling as AngularJS, and these versions are providing many packages to work with client-side programming. Those packages implemented using JavaScript. So they released it in 2016, another version, that is 2.0. But in this 2.0 they used TypeScript instead of JavaScript. Now you can ask me one question, sir, why they use TypeScript? What are the reasons? I will tell you later. So we have more advantages in TypeScript compared with JavaScript. Those differences I will discuss later. So here from version 2 onwards, they use TypeScript, and simply there is no JavaScript. That's why we are calling it as Angular. So if you take 2, 3, actually 3 is stopped. What is the reason why it is stopped? I will discuss later. And after that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is released last May month. Okay. So all these versions from 2 to 12, they use TypeScript to develop the packages, and we are calling as Angular. Is it clear? So if anybody asks you a question, so what is Angular? It is nothing but the framework of TypeScript. Okay, what is AngularJS? It is the framework of JavaScript. Yes, so version 1.x we are calling as AngularJS. From version 2 onwards we are calling as Angular. Is it clear? Now this Angular, in which where we are using Angular in web applications as well as mobile applications to work with client-side logics, to implement the client-side logics. So here client-side logics we are using in different locations. I will explain you. So different programs based on these concepts. Already I told you we are using to develop the dynamic web applications and to validate the input controls, to execute some logics in browser. Like that here, to work with the browser functionalities, we are taking the support of client-side scripts. It's not possible using server-side scripts to work with the browser functionalities. We can't do browser functionalities with server-side scripts. Compulsory, we must go with the client-side scripts. In this client-side scripts, popular one is Angular. So which companies maintain this Angular? Google Corporation. Is it clear? So this is the basic information about this Angular. I think all of you clear about these concepts. And if you have any queries, you can directly ask me by using your mic, or you can send me the messages. Okay. Yeah, now we are discussing what are the features of Angular. Okay, now if you take here Angular, so why Angular is popular, what are the reasons behind this? So because these days industry huge demand is there for this Angular programmers. Yes, yeah, why it got that much popularity, these things we are going to discuss now. Okay, first of all, here supports many directives. Yeah, what are the directives I will discuss with you. Before that, you got some clarity about what is client-side script and what is server-side script, right? Yes. Any doubts you have in this point of view, you can ask me. You got clarity or not? Yes, you can speak with me by using mics. You can speak with me. Yes, yeah. Or you can send any doubt if you have. You can send me the message. Yeah. So no doubts in this point of view. Okay. So here Angular, is it client-side script or server-side script? Yes, Angular, what is that? Is it client-side script or server-side script? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Vijay, Vardhan Gupta, Vadyasri. Yes, yeah. So you can speak with me or you can send me the message. Is it client-side script or server-side script? Yeah, it is.
Client
Come on,
side script.
client-side scripts. Okay, so client-side script is executing where? In browser. Every browser contains interpreters, engines to run the client-side script. So here JavaScript V8 engine, like the different engines are available. I will discuss with you later what the engines, okay, and how this mechanism is working. That flow, everything we'll discuss later. Now if you take features of AngularJS, okay, now here what the features we have. Supports many directives, okay, just like different types of directives are available here. Ng, if, but like that many directives are available. So these directives we are using within the HTML tags to increase the functionalities of HTML controls. Okay, now here these directives are very helpful for us. Okay, so different directives are available. Ng switch, okay, Ng template, like that many directives are available. So these directives main purpose is we are using these directives within the HTML tag to increase the functionalities of HTML controls. So one simple comparison I will show you in this point for more idea. Now here already we created one program that is demo.html. Yes, yeah. In this program, one image control is there. Okay, let me refresh this one. Yes, I want to take one button. Input type is equal to button. So value is equal to, just I'm using hide some text. I'm using, what is that? Hide I have given. Okay, so now you can see, yeah. Now my requirement is when I click on this button, I want to hide this image in this web page. Right now it is open in web page because this is a web HTML file. So now if I click on this button, I want to hide this image control, then we are taking the support of client-side scripts. We can use either JavaScript or next level of JavaScript like Angular, etc. Okay, now here, so first I will show you with the JavaScript, same concept we are discussing later with Angular, then you can easily see the difference here. So just I'm writing the JavaScript code. Okay, so here don't try to understand this code, see the result, that's all. Okay, now here in JavaScript I'm creating one function now. So here just I'm creating one function. In this function just I'm writing statement here. Okay, simple code I have written here. Now that function I am calling when I click on the button here. Yes. So now here for this is also idea provided. Now this is the code which generally we are using in JavaScript, okay, to hide any control when we click on the button or any other control. Okay, so like that it is working fine. When I refresh, image is coming, and when I click on this button, I'm clicking now. Yes, it is hiding. So this type of logics we can do by using client-side scripts. Here I use it JavaScript. Same I want to do with the Angular. Okay, now here just I'm taking one file support here. Yeah, Angular file is there. Just I'm not explaining any code. Okay, see the result here. So I'm creating here program name here pro.html I have given. Okay, what is the name here? pro.html or pro1 I'm using. Yeah. In this program, same one image I want to display. Yes, you know how to display the image control. So this time apple.jpg I am displaying here, and button I want to place button and value is equal to hide I have given here. Now let me open this file. What is that? pro1.html I have given. Yes. So now in new line I want to display this image. Now you can see here. Yeah. Now our concept is hide this image, but this time I'm not using JavaScript. I'm using that Angular.js file. Okay. Now how much simplicity you can clearly get idea now. Just first we need to load that file. Script source is equal to Angular.js. Now here some directives. I told you that point just now. Okay, it supports different types of directives. Now ng if, ng for. Okay, like the different directives are there. I'm using these directives here. Okay, now here. So I'm not explaining any directive now. I will explain later. X is equal to true I have given. And here when I click on this, simple directives I'm using here. Yes. And here just that's all. Now first let me test whether it is working or not. Okay, now here, yeah, what is the initial value? Yeah, true I have given. It displays. When I click, it is hiding. Same concept, but this time I have taken the support of Angular file. So I did not write any coding here. If you observe in JavaScript, we have written some separate function and some lines of coding we have written here, but here it is very simplified in this Angular.js file. So like that here many directives, ng app is one directive, ng click is one directive, ng show is one directive, like the different types of directives are available. All these directives we are using within the HTML tag to increase the functionalities of HTML controls. Okay, so what are these directives and how to use I will discuss later. Just to show you the difference between JavaScript and our Angular. Okay, this file I explain this program. Okay, next one here supports, yes, many services. Yeah, services we are using in functional point of view. So Angular is supporting different types of services like HTTP service is there and cookie service is there. Okay, interceptor service is there, like the different types of services are available. So these are all services we are using in functional point of example. You want to work with Ajax. In JavaScript, we are using XML HTTP request object to create the Ajax functionalities. So we need to write number of lines coding in JavaScript. If you come to Angular, HTTP client is available. One service. What is that HTTP client? It is very simple. So within one line, we can write the Ajax object and we can call the external API services. Like that, everything is simplified and providing in the form of services. Okay, next one here supports single page applications. Yeah, so this is very important concept. Only for the single page applications we are spending around 7 to 8 days. I'm explaining the programs around 7 to 8 days. So in this single page application, we are discussing how to navigate from one page to another page and how to check the validated users, okay, authenticated users, okay, and how to provide the permissions, everything we will discuss. So just what is the single page application overview concept I will give you now. So for example, this is web server, you are developing on web page. In the web page, different pages we are creating like this, okay, just like home page, and next one services, and next one this is about us, like that. Here different pages we are creating. Now some X is trying to access your web page when he send the request to the server. Okay, so now here that home page is loading into the client system. In the first request, what is happening? Home page is loading. So in this home page, generally we are displaying the hyperlinks for other pages like services and about us, etc. What happens if user click on the services? One more request is going to the server. Yes, and that response services page is loading like this. Like that about us, one more request is going and that page is loading here. Like that for every request, means every option here, if user click on hyperlinks here, every time the request is going to the server and response is coming back. That is the default way how the request and response processing. So when you are coming to the single page application, okay, we can also call it as a routing concept. Okay, routing concept. So what the benefit of the single page application? Nothing is there. All these components were binding as one object. Is it clear? And when user is sending a first request to the server, okay, then this object is loading into the client system. In this object, all these templates are available. These templates are storing in the client's cache memory location, in the client's browser cache memory location, like this. Now next time, if client means user here, if user click on the services or about us, instead of going to the server, the direct page is loading from this client's cache memory location. Means it decreases the burden on the network traffic and increases the performance of application. That is the main advantage of this single page application concept. Okay, so here navigation means one page to another page. If you are moving here, that time it is very helpful for us. And in this single page application only, we are checking whether the user is authorized user or not, and based on the roles also, whether manager or super admin, these type of role based, okay, permissions also we are providing in this single page application concept. Okay, so like that, this is one of the very popular, okay, features which we have in this Angular. Next one here, supports data binding. So data binding, what is data binding exactly? Okay, so here for example, you have some idea on other programming languages or scripting languages. So there we are creating variables like this. For example, we created one variable, serial number is 100. This variable you want to display on any text box or heading tag or any other control. Okay, for example, text box is there. So in this text box, I want to display this variable. Then we need to execute some logics here. Okay, this is some code we are executing. In this code, just reading this variable value and displaying on this text box or any other control. So now here, when the variable is updated, for example, this variable is updated from outside, okay, then this 100 is changed as 200, something like that. Okay, then when it is updated, then again you have to execute this code to get the updates of this variable and display on the text box. Means every time you need to execute this code, whenever the variable is updated, those updates you want to reflect on the control, then we have to execute this code. So that's why it is somewhat burdened at the time of execution. So Angular is coming with one feature, that is data binding concept. What is the benefit of data binding? So directly we can bind data means a variable with HTML control. So then without executing any code, so that variable value will display on this HTML control, and if that variable is updated, then automatically this control also update itself. We need not bother about any explicit coding to call the variable and display on the control. This concept we are calling as data binding. Okay, so this is very important concept. Actually, we have two types of data bindings. One-way data binding is there, and two-way data binding. What is that one-way and two-way? We'll discuss in programs. Okay, like that here. This is one more very important feature which we have. So supports different types of data bindings. Okay, next one here supports many validators. Actually, in validation point of view, generally if you use JavaScript, for every validation, we need to write number of lines coding. So that is little bit complex procedure, but Angular is coming with one concept that is nothing but validation states concept is there. So providing many validators. So to simply validate the HTML controls, we are using these validators. It is very helpful for us to validate the HTML controls. Okay, next one here supports many filters. Yeah, we can also call them as pipes. Okay, so pipes are filters. If you take, we are using these filters to convert the data from one format to another format. For example, string is there. That string I want to convert into uppercase, lowercase, or number is there that I want to convert into dollars. Okay, or any Indian rupees. Like that here, date conversion. Different types of pre-defined pipes are available to convert the data from one format to another format. So for that, it is providing many pipes for us. Is it clear? Yes. Next one here supports dependency injection. Yeah, this is very important for us. So here one module is there with some functionalities. That module I want to access from another module. I want to inject into another module. So for reusability, so in this point of we are taking the support of dependency injection concept. So here it is very important, and if I show the program, then you will get more clarity about this dependency injection. So here generally we are using inheritance, these type of concepts to access the features of one class into another class. So in the same way we are using dependency injection concept, but there are lots of differences between this inheritance and dependency injection. At the time of programming discussion, I will explain you what are the differences we have between this inheritance and this dependency injections. Okay, for reusability we are using this dependency injections. Is it clear? Yes. So like that here many services are available, many validators are available, and pipes it is providing data types. Okay, so sorry, data binding is available, data binding. And next one, main advantage is single page application. And next one here, very simple coding. Already have seen one example between this JavaScript and Angular. Okay, so here coding point of it is very simple. Like that, not only in that concept, every concept, any concept if you take, it is very simple in coding point of view. Is it clear? And next one here supports many material design controls. Yes, so generally you want to display the rich controls on the web page, we are taking the support of bootstrap material design, but Angular by default providing number of material design controls like material design text box, material design button control, and grid controls, card controls, tables, like that. So and sliders are there. Okay, many advanced good look and feel controls are available to develop the rich web pages. Okay, it is very important. So many controls are available. We'll discuss all these controls. Like that, these are all the features of okay Angular compared with JavaScript and other client-side scripts. Okay, so here the main features if you take, so data binding. Next one, services, different types of services. Next one, single page applications. Okay, and pipes. And next one, component programming. What is component programming? I will discuss with you later. Okay, like that, many modules we can create. Okay, number of predefined modules are available. We can create the custom modules. Like that, many pre-implemented functionalities are available. Is it clear? So those functionalities you want to implement by using JavaScript. For every concept, you have to write the manual logics. Those are ready-madely available in this Angular. That is the main advantage. That's why these nowadays many companies using this Angular instead of JavaScript to implement the client-side logics. Is it clear? Yes. So this is about the basic information about Angular. This is basic information about Angular. So we have to start the programming based on this. Before that, so what are the technologies we are discussing here, and what are the prerequisites to learn this Angular, we are going to discuss now. And yeah, before that, you have any queries, any questions, you can ask me now. Come on. Any doubts? You can directly ask here. Ahmad,
Sir,
Ajay. Yeah, tell me, please.
sir, that's server side code and the client side code you told no, sir. Let's say I'm creating an app using Angular, and in the
Hmm.
backend I'm using a Flask API from Python. Means the Python API part is a server side or what?
Yeah,
How to
yeah, you
connect?
are using Django API. You are creating API in Django, some right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So here that API you want to call from front end Angular, then we are taking the support of one service, HTTP client service. Is it clear? Using this HTTP client, we can call the API services.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. So from the backend, if I'm using Django, means there is other programming languages like Node.js or Express
Yeah,
below.
whatever it may be. I will show you that concept. I will show you how to call the API services. Any API service, Java, okay, JSP or PHP, okay, or Node.js, whatever it may be. API means we can access it from different technologies, no? So
Oh,
we can call any API service with the help of HTTP client service. Okay. Yes.
okay, okay. Thanks.
I will explain that how to call the API service and how to work with the CRUD operations with this API service. Okay, how to manage the database. Okay, and how to work with this update, delete these functionalities. Everything we'll discuss here. But I will
Okay,
explain Node.js. You understand that backend I will use Node.js. If you know Python, okay, then you can use Python there. Or if you know Java, then you can use Java to create the API services. But way of calling is common from Angular. Okay. Yeah.
okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Any more queries?
Yeah, hello sir. Poonam from
Hi,
this
tell
side.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So just wanted to know that what else will be covered as a part of this course
Yeah, I will
in
share with
Angular,
you.
TypeScript, and yeah.
Yeah, I will share with you now. Okay, I'm going to share that one only.
Okay.
Before that, any technical doubts you have, so you can ask me. Yes, yeah, I will
Okay.
share with you. Yeah, remaining people, you have any queries? So we discuss some basic concepts. So all of you clear with these concepts? Yes or no? Yeah, yeah, come
Sir,
on.
can I ask you? Sir, can we access database directly through the Angular?
No, no, with the help of server-side scripts only. Okay,
Oh,
so we
okay.
need
Thank you,
to
sir.
take the support of server-side script because Angular is executing where in browser or server.
In browser side, yes, sir.
Browser, and website database is located where in centralized server. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
here, see this. So this is browser, and this is server, and this is database which we have. Okay. Now here from this browser, for example, if I click on the button control, I want to fetch the table data from this database. It may be Oracle or MongoDB somewhat. Okay. In this point of view, directly we cannot connect with the database or server because this is client-side code. Angular is client-side code. That's why we are sending a request to the server to call API services. So this is API service, maybe Node API or PHP, anything we can use here. So with this API service, we are reading the data from this database and we are sending the data back to the Angular application. In Angular, we are presenting the data in the tabular format and we can perform the update inside these functionalities. After that, we are pushing the data again back to the server-side code. Then those updates it will store in the database. Is it clear?
So can we use Node.js as a server side for
Yeah,
Angular?
I will explain you that Node.js only. Okay, with Node.js, but not only
Okay.
Node.js.
Okay.
You can use Java, JSP
But
is
sir,
there, not
Node.js,
JSP.
Node.js can be used as a in front end as well, right?
No, no,
Front end
no,
as
no,
well
no,
as
no,
in
no.
back end.
No, no, no. Node.js is not for front end. Node.js is for back end only, server side only. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Node.js is for server side script and Angular is the script, browser script. Okay. Yeah.
What
Because
issue with this,
Node.js
sir?
is providing Node.js, one second. Node.js is providing, okay. So Node Mailer, one package is available, Node Mailer. So node mailer package, if you take, it is working based on server only, not working based on browser. You understand? Yes, like that here, many packages in Node.js working based on server. So that's why we cannot run Node.js through browser. Okay, that's why not front end, it is completely backend. Okay, means backend means server side script. Okay, come on, next.
Yeah, Kishan this side. Actually, what are the other differences between normal JavaScript and this Angular? You told that it is simplicity in the code. That other than that, any other differences are there?
Yeah, many difference. I told you some features. Now, these features, single page application, if you take, not possible with JavaScript, right? And data binding not possible in JavaScript. Okay, and next one, direct is not available in JavaScript. And the filter point of view, we are writing we are using filter function, then manual filters we are writing here. But Angular predefined filters are available. So like that, few points I told you. Apart this, many more are there. For example, so design patterns, you want to work with MVC or MVVM, like that, these design patterns we can use. But Angular is working based on controller view point of it is working. What is control, everything I will discuss with you. Anyhow, this type of structured programming is not possible with JavaScript. Is it clear?
Yeah,
Simplicity is only not only simplicity, many features are available in this Angular. Okay, compare with JavaScript. Okay.
yeah. What are all pre-installations to do install this Angular? What are the
See, I will
requirements?
explain you what we need to install everything. Actually, we need to download the packages from npm repository, node repository. Okay, by using npm install. So those things I will discuss with you. So what are the basic requirements? Everything I will discuss with you. So please keep in mute mode if you're not asking any queries, because I'm getting some question here. Okay. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So remaining people, come on.
Sir,
Can
I
we?
want to
Yeah. Your
yeah,
voice
I
is
want to
breaking,
ask.
coming.
I'm
Hmm.
working with only front-end coding. So, is it
Hmm.
necessary that React.js learn?
No. So React.js is also just like AngularJS only. That is front-end coding. Is it clear? UI development technology only. Okay. So for example, if you take the roles of in this IT industry, okay, now here UI designer is there. Okay, and UI developer is there. And next one here, server side programmer is there. Okay, I'm talking about web application development point of view, not Windows applications or any standalone applications. In web applications point of view. Next one here, full stack programmer is there. Okay, now here UI designer means who is working with HTML, CSS. Okay, that is UI designer. UI developer means who is working with frameworks like Angular. Yes, so if you want to work with UI developer, then Angular is enough. You want to become a full stack programmer, then you can learn any backend technology like PHP or Java, JSP, Servlet, something is there, or ASP like that. But you want to work as UI developer, then Angular is sufficient to you. For example, if you are working with only PHP or JSP or ASP, then you comes under server side programmer. Okay. Yes, full stack program is who is working with the combination of this front end technology as well as any one of the back end technology. Is it clear? And next one more is there, that is mean stack. Mean stack, it is very popular now. Mean stack. Mean stack means it is also just like full stack programming only. But in full stack programming, so backend server side script, you can use any one of this. But mean stack, we are work with Node.js. Yes, and front
Okay.
end,
Okay.
Angular, and E for Express, that is the framework of Node.js, and M for database MongoDB. Mean stands for MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node.js. Okay, so this is a highly
Okay.
demand now mean, but to work with this mean stack, first you should know Angular. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Thank
Any more queries?
Hi, my name is Raja. So, I
Hi.
joined May, but what is the minimum prerequisite to take up this UI developer course, sir?
Yeah, I will tell you. Okay, so
Yeah.
so after your doubts, I want to share that one only. Before that, here, uh, because of this COVID right now crisis is going on. That's why, so we management people, okay, they are providing this opportunity to you, okay, with the less fees. They are providing this course. Actually, this course cost is 8,500, okay, but now they are giving much discount for this course, because the only main concern is, so this is something crisis period is going on. That's why you people suffering with, some people, I'm not talking about all, suffering with some issues like that, but anyhow you want to learn these technologies. So for that they are providing course for the very less price, okay. So and next point is next batch, again 8,500 only for this batch, this offer price. Is it clear? So that's why, so from my side and management side, try to utilize this opportunity and try to get the good jobs. Right now industry openings are very good in this Angular, okay. You can check in job portal websites like Naukri, Monster, upload one resume, okay, with Angular only for testing, and you can check. So definitely will get very good calls and good mails, okay. So that's why try to utilize this offer first of all, okay. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Sir, I have
coming to
one
this,
question.
yeah, tell me.
Yeah,
Uh,
we are talk. Yeah, my name is Samir. We are talking about all the benefits of Angular. I just want to know what is the limitation of Angular.
Yeah, limitations are there, but in day one class you should not ask the limitations, no.
Yeah, correct, sir.
Like,
Now, normally
nothing
people will
is
tell
there.
about the benefits. That's why.
Yes, nothing is there. So if benefits are more and one or two limitations, we should not consider those limitations, right? Yeah. So the main limitation is learning curve is big, okay, because Angular is providing many features, many functionalities. So that's why learning is very big, okay. So we are covering many concepts. That is only the big limitation here. Means not limitation, also not limitation, actually that is little bit disadvantage, okay. In this point of view, okay, so more features, more functionalities are available. That's why learning curve is more. And here in single page application point of view we discussed now. Yes, so for first loading, what is happening, all the templates are loading at a time. So that's why for very first loading it takes a little bit slow. After that, one page to another page, if you are navigating, then immediately will get the output. That is one more little bit, okay, drawback here, not drawback. So that is common, because at the time of loading the application, all these templates are loading initial. That's why loading time is, first time loading time is more. But further solution is also available in the latest version, that is lazy loading concept is there. So we are using that lazy loading to decrease the loading time. Is it clear? Yes, apart this, no limitations are there, okay, no drawbacks are there. Is it clear?
I have one more question, sir. I have one more question regarding this same thing because we have said the one page is there. So whenever we are sending any request from the browser or client side, so how it is queue is managing because it's a first in first out kind of thing, or because it's a serialization or the synchronization or asynchronization. So can you
See,
please
the
let
thing
me
is,
know about?
yeah, I got
Yeah,
your doubt here. Just I will give you the clear picture now. For example, here, so these are some
yeah.
pages we have now in the web application. So what is happening here, for first request only, what is happening? All these templates are loading into the cache memory location like this, okay, like this. Now here, when you click on the hyperlinks, okay, for this page one hyperlink we are displaying for this page, then no need to go to the server. First of all, the direct page is coming from this cache memory location. Even once the application is loaded, after that if you stop the server, then your application will run without any interruption. Yes, now here you can ask me one question. Sir, at middle, any dynamic functionalities are there to connect with the database or to fetch the data from this database? Then how it is possible? Because I am telling, so from second request onwards means once the application is loaded, later we are not sending any request to the server. Without sending the request, we can work because all pages are loading into the browser. Okay, so then how it is possible at middle I want to connect with the database of application? In that point of we are taking the support of Ajax. Is it clear? So where you want to connect with the database or server, so there we can work with the Ajax object. So only that request is going to the server instead of submitting this entire case. Is it clear?
So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
crystal clear, sir. I just want to ask one more question because it's already loaded whatever the application we need and it is staying in the cache. So, in between the middle, we have changed something in the server side. So, how
Yeah.
can we get the update?
That time only I'm telling now we are using Ajax. Yes,
Okay, okay.
HTTP client object is there. So at middle you want to perform any operation. For example, at the timer loading only I'm getting the complete database information. And here update button is there for every record. So when I click on the update button, then the modified data I want to store in database. So that time we are using Ajax. Ajax means no need to submit the web page. Only the request is going to the server that time dynamically. Okay. In that point of view, taking the support of Ajax. Okay.
Yeah,
So
thank
when
you
we
very
are
much,
using
sir.
Ajax, there is no concept of first in and first out. Parallel execution is there, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
the
yes.
concept.
Thank you
Next.
very much, sir.
Welcome. I will show you those all concepts. No need to worry because the third operations we are discussing at that time how the request is going, everything I will show. No need to worry about that, right? Yeah. Next. Okay. I think no more doubts, right?
So, sir, just wanted to know. So, as a part of course, what else will be provided?
Yeah, I'm telling you now. So first of all, we are discussing Angular from version 2 to 12. Okay. So up to 11 programming point of view will discuss. 12 what are the new things are included, so because last month only released it. Okay, so those concepts I will tell you, okay, orally, but in programming point of view up to 11, so we are discussing here. Okay, 11 is released around 9 months back, like that. Okay, yes. So here first of all TypeScript is required for us. Okay, yes, so that's why first I'm explaining you the TypeScript concepts. Okay, so after that we are starting Angular concepts, and in this Angular we are discussing server side interaction API services by using Node.js and with the help of MongoDB. But here I am not explaining the complete Node.js and MongoDB. Okay, remember this point. According to our requirement, okay, to display the data of table in web page using Angular and to run the loops through the records and to work with the update and these functionalities. So according to the core operations, okay, we are discussing this Node.js and MongoDB. Yes, and here complete we are working based on Ajax. Okay, so Ajax HTTP client is available, based on that we are using. And next one here we are discussing about material design controls. Is it clear? And we are taking the support of third-party libraries like that. So Rxjs is there. Rxjs we are discussing here, and Ngx we are using Ngx also. This third-party libraries also I'm discussed with you. So these are the things which we are going to cover now. So to learn this Angular, the prerequisite is TypeScript, but you people don't know TypeScript. I know that one. That's why first I'm starting with TypeScript. Once the TypeScript is completed, then only I will start the Angular framework. And in this framework, what are the in this structure, what are the files available, everything. Only for that structure discussion I'm taking 5 days. After that we will start the concepts, data binding and single page application, and different services are there, these services, and how to implement the cart applications and add to cart. So these options and observables are there. And next one here, subjects are there, so behavior subject, like that many concepts. Interceptors are there at the time of send the request and response. Okay, interceptors we are using to find out the status of the request and response, like that. Okay, different types of concepts are there. After that I will discuss material design controls and third-party libraries Rxjs and Ngx. These libraries we are using. Okay, so in course content you can correct the course content, everything is available there. So those are all concepts we are discussing here. Okay, yes, clear. And course duration is no doubt 60 days, 55 to 60 days, no doubt in that point of view. Okay, yeah.
Sir, one more
Okay.
question.
Don't expect
God.
45 days like that. Okay,
Yeah, any
You can
Any
fix for
project
60
like
days, and every day the notes I will upload into the server. You can download soft copies we are providing, and if you miss any classes, okay, so because of power or something, that class which you missed, for that we are providing the video, or we are allowing you to attend the same concept in another batch also. Yeah. Next.
Sir, in this we are going to take any project, sir?
So in this mini application, I will explain. Okay, sorry, I'm explaining the mini application. Okay, so that I told you, cart application, shopping cart application, but mini project only. Okay, so main project you want, okay, that mean stack project is there. You can join with the mean stack project, but first Angular has to be complete, then mean stack. So there complete. We are discussing complete Node.js, MongoDB, and project, including SAS, syntactical awesome style sheets, along with Bootstrap. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sir, do we need any previous software knowledge to learn this?
I will explain you. Node we have to install. Okay, npm program we need to install. I will explain you. I will guide you how to install all these things. Don't worry about any prerequisites and softwares. Minimum system configuration is enough to you. Minimum configuration is enough to you. Yes.
Any JavaScripting knowledge is required, sir?
No, TypeScript is required. I told you, you're not learning the JavaScript related software here. This is TypeScript related. Angular is the framework for TypeScript. That's why TypeScript is required. I will explain the TypeScript concepts. Okay.
Is ES6 also required?
Sir, separate
Yes,
Angular
and one
real
more thing. One more thing. Okay, JavaScript concepts also I'm taking JavaScript session separately. Okay, so ES6 concepts, not only ES6, ES 2020 also I'm explaining. So you want to attend those JavaScript classes, we will allow you to attend the JavaScript classes for free only. No problem. So weekends I'm taking.
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
But TypeScript is compulsory for you. That's why I will explain this TypeScript in this class only. Okay, so after TypeScript I will discuss the Angular concepts. Yeah,
Sir, in this weekend you told the JavaScript class we can attend. No? So where we'll get the links and details, sir? Like,
yeah, once you register here, then updates automatically will get your mail IDs. No need to worry about that.
okay.
Management will send you. No? They will take care about all these things.
There is no break, no, sir. So all days we have 7 days classes, or like
No. 6 days. Okay, 6 days we have classes. These regular sessions, and Sundays. Some extra sessions, means not related to this our concept here. So JavaScript point of view. Okay.
Okay.
We have sessions because in interview they will ask you JavaScript questions also. Yes, you must answer. So around I will discuss 200 to 300 JavaScript questions. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
Yes, sir.
timings will remain the same, sir, every day 6 o'clock?
Every day, this is our regular timing, no change in these timings. Okay.
Okay.
You will get each and everything update to your mail IDs. No worries about this, and no worries about the prerequisites and how to install the software. Everything we'll discuss with you. Okay. If you have
Sir,
system or laptop, that is enough, right? Tell me.
Sir,
yes, sir.
real time
Actually,
batch ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు సార్ Angularది?
బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయిందండి. బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది.
మీన్ స్టాక్ సార్?
మీన్ స్టాక్ మీరు అనేది? మీన్
నో
స్టాక్
సార్, Angular మీన్స్.
సో Angular ఇది మీన్ స్టాక్ సెపరేట్ బ్యాచ్ మీకు.
అంటే నాకు ఓన్లీ Angular మీద రియల్
మీ వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది. ఓన్లీ Angular మీద
రియల్ టైం ప్రాజెక్ట్ కావాలి సార్.
ఓన్లీ Angular మీద అయితే మీకు ఓన్లీ Angular ప్రాజెక్ట్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది.
స్టార్ట్ అయిందా సార్?
మొన్న అంటే లాంగ్ బ్యాక్ అయింది, కానీ మీకు కొంచెం టైం తీసుకోండి. అప్పుడేందుకు, ఒక 1 month దాకా జాయిన్ అవ్వండి.
అదే సార్, అంటే ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయ్యాక అది జాయిన్ అవుతుంది.
అది బెస్ట్. అప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. మినీ ఫ్రీక్వెంట్లీ
చెప్తారా లేదా అని అడుగుతున్నాను సార్.
చేస్తాం.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, so any more queries?
And I mean, I'm looking at the contents table on the Durgasoft website, sir. So there are around like 50 topics or something. Are we going to cover everything in this classes?
Yeah, so you can count all these concepts here. Every concept will be covered. And so one more thing I will tell you, some concepts are not mentioned there, okay, which are released with the updated versions, like IV compiler is there, like that. Those concepts are not mentioned there. I will discuss more additional concepts which are not there in this content.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, I
సార్
have one.
ఫ్రెషర్ గా ఈ టెక్నాలజీ నేర్చుకోవచ్చా సార్ ఫ్రెషర్ గా?
నేర్చుకోవచ్చు అండి, ఫ్రెషర్ గా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే వీఆర్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ టైప్ స్క్రిప్ట్ నా, దట్స్ వై.
దానికి ముందు ఏమి అవసరం లేదనమాట, టైప్ స్క్రిప్ట్ నుంచి బిగినింగ్
అంతే.
ఓకే.
Sir, I
What
have
is the
calls from
Sorry?
6 p.m. Sir, I have calls from 6 p.m. actually from the office. So, is it possible that you can provide some recorded lecture from the day? As means I have to.
So regarding that, you should contact management once better.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between Ext JS and Angular, sir?
What is that?
Ext JS and Angular. Ext JS.
So, extension JX. Extension JS is nothing but the JavaScript extension versions, like ECMAScript is there. ECMAScript extensions we are calling as EXTJS. Okay, but Angular is framework. JavaScript and EXTJS, these are not frameworks. First of all, is it clear? So framework means it is providing one structure for you. In that structure, we are implementing the logics. Is it clear? So this is the framework. Okay, but here, so Ext JS, or if you take here next one, React.js also, yes, Vue.js. So all these are not frameworks here. Okay, so Ext.js is nothing but JavaScript pure application. We can call it as framework, but not that much interactive framework compared with Angular, because it is not providing many features like Angular framework. But single page application is there in this Ext framework. Okay, single page application is there, and the data binding concept is not there, I think, in this Ext framework. Actually, Ext framework we are using to maintain the DOM operations, mainly DOM operations we are using, but it is not that much popular now. Ext framework, Ext.js. Yes, and React is not framework, React is library. Is it clear? Yes, like that here, Ext.js we are using for Ajax functionalities and DOM manipulations. At that point of view, Ext.js. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But don't think about that. Okay, because here
Hi sir, good evening.
tell me.
Yeah, so it's a 1 hour duration or 2 hours daily class?
Not 2 hours, it is 1 hour 10 minutes or 1 hour 5 minutes, like that only. So if you comfort, then I will take up to 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Next. Yeah, are you working with the Ext framework? Someone asked me.
Yeah, no, actually there is a requirement. Actually, I know JavaScript, and I know very well JavaScript. So previous projects I have worked in JavaScript.
Ext is also one framework only. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about single page. I hear that because I don't work with Ext, I hear that it supports a single page application like that, but data binding is available or not, I don't know. And is it controller programming or not, I don't know that one, but it is one of the frameworks of JavaScript only. Okay. So if you ask me the differences between Angular and React, I can explain, because I have idea on these two technologies, but I don't have idea on this Ext framework. Okay.
Hello, sir. This is Sanjay here. Hello.
Yeah, tell me, Sanjay. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, it is nowadays like many companies are asking for React.js, and some companies like opposite side, many companies are asking for Angular. So it is hard to decide like we'll go for the Angular or React. So So can you
So
suggest
that is
something?
not only for you, everyone confusion is that one only, which one. So that's why only I'm teaching both. Okay. Right?
Yeah. So for React, there is a separate class, or how it
Yeah,
is?
React also every month I'm starting 2 classes, na?
Okay.
2
So
batches
when
I'm
React
starting.
will, when React batch will start, sir?
Recently they started evening batch morning 7 o'clock one batch is started recently.
Recent means how many days it is over, sir?
It is over 10 days.
Okay.
So within 4-5 days, one batch will start.
Okay. Actually, I'm looking for both. I'm working for a front-end developer. So
No, don't go for both. Choose anyone.
okay.
Don't go for both.
Okay. No, currently I'm working as a front-end developer using JavaScript and HTML, CSS. But as per market, I'm bit confused. Like for Angular, I'll go for Angular or React.
Yeah, so that is both has equal priorities. So these days both has equal requirements also, no doubt in that point of view. But my suggestion is choose one only. Don't go for both. So you know very well JavaScript,
Okay,
I think, right?
yes, sir.
Yes. For you, better option is React.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Next.
Okay, sir.
So
So my question was, hello.
sorry.
Yes, so my question was, can you some brief something about Rxjs and Ngx? Like you said, material design is a kind of equivalent to Bootstrap. So can you brief something about Rxjs and Ngx?
Not brief, okay. In depth, we are discussing about Rxjs and Ngx, these libraries. Okay, these are third party. Even Rxjs you can use with Java also. Java, okay, other .NET applications. That is for asynchronous programming. So Rxjs is providing observables, okay, from event and subject behavior, subject these type of things it is providing. That is for asynchronous programming. Okay, and Bootstrap is for compatibility. See, I don't discuss Bootstrap in this batch. Just I will show you how to use Bootstrap. That's all. Okay, how to use Bootstrap in our Angular application. Anyhow, Bootstrap is for responsive web pages. Okay, so to make the
Okay.
web page compatible with any type of device. But here, NGX and Rxjs completely we are discussing. Is it clear? Bootstrap only integration I
Okay.
will show.
So, but is it Bootstrap required? Like we are already discussing material design controls. So, is it
Not
also required to learn Bootstrap?
no. One thing I will tell you. So in controls point of view, I mean material design controls you can directly use, but in Bootstrap, okay, grid is there. That grid concept is required to frame the applications to make compatible with any devices. Okay, so that is not there in Angular, but remaining all controls are available in this Angular. And moreover, you need not worry about Bootstrap all these things, okay, because you are UI developer, no? For you, Angular material design is enough to you. Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine, sir. Thank you.
Not UI
Sir,
design.
sir, in this
Yeah.
we can discuss about that state maintenance.
Yeah, we will discuss local storage and session storage. Next one, we are discussing tokens, web tokens, token refreshing, okay, JWT web tokens, and how to push the request and response through tokens. Everything we are covering here.
Sir, authentication.
Yeah, authentication. I told you role-based authentication. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So for this manager role, I want to open specific components and administrator, super administrator controls. Okay, complete control. I want to provide super administrator like that role-based authentication. In this, that is routing concept is there, single base application. That time we'll discuss all these concepts. Yes.
So
Okay.
is mobile
Thank you.
development applicable?
Sorry.
So is mobile development is applicable with Angular, like on
Yeah.
React we can develop.
Yes. So Angular, just like React Native is there, na?
Yes.
Like that, Angular Native is also there.
Okay, so
Yeah, Native is providing the libraries to handle the mobile components. We can use Angular programming also, not only React.
okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks, sir.
you can search in A web Angular native is also available. Next. Close. Fine, thank you. So I have another session need to start now. Okay. So I think all of you clear with these queries, right? Fine. Tomorrow we'll meet again. Okay. So thank you. Bye.
So good night, sir.
Not good night for me right now. I have 2 more batches. Okay. For you,
Hello,
good
sir.
night.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me. Hello.
so one last question. Are there any prerequisites for this question, for this lecture? Like, do I need to know any programming language or anything?
No. Nothing. Yes.
Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
TypeScript is required.
Thanks.
That we will discuss here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
Fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Welcome. Bye.